QVDC. On behalf of FMA, I would like to welcome all of you. And let me start off with the background and the history of where we started this QVDC. Actually, this is a brainchild of FMA, and we initiated this program in the month of January 2016. First, we thought, okay, we have multiple projects and multiple events which are in line with such kind of concept. So, what exactly do we have unique and what we can provide unique to the students with such kind of background and the event? So, our prime focus was on the safety first. There are multiple events where it is on the same scale, but in this we have a combination of four-wheeler and a two-wheeler. This is something which is very unique, and when you talk about the safety part of it, we are having a very stringent technical requirements. Until and unless a team clears all those points, we do not allow them to go ahead. For QVDC 2016, we had Kumar Guru College of Technology, Coimbatore as our main host. They had provided all the technical facilities and the infrastructural facilities which is needed to host an event like this. They had a testing track of 1.2 kilometers, which is quite a big track for such kind of event. When, as far as the registrations are concerned, we got couple of good registrations from India and also from abroad. We were able to fetch 2 registrations from Bangladesh, which is one of the greatest achievement which we consider for us. And for the final event, we had two teams from Bangladesh. Out of that, one team was able to come to India. They demonstrated their practicality, their vehicle, and they had an opportunity to interact with all the Indian teams who were at par with their technical requirements as well. So they were able to, understand the things, engineering things from the Indian team, and demonstrate their own technical know-how to the Indian teams as well. Now let me take you through the structure of the event, how the event actually flows. We have a static evaluation at the day 1, wherein we'll do the technical inspection for the teams. From the technical inspection, we have technical experts from the industry and from the institutes who are very well aware about the rules as in line with the rule book which we have prepared. And the rule book which we have prepared focuses mainly upon the safety features, because such kind of events are mainly driven from the safety aspect, and we don't want to compromise in terms of safety. Along with this technical inspection, once the team clears the technical inspection, they are allowed to move for the dynamic test. But before the dynamic evaluation, they need to complete the static evaluation. So for static evaluation, we have different categories of event in which there is a design evaluation along with CAE evaluation. So in design, they need to demonstrate what are their design capabilities, on what basis they have designed their components, what were the CAE analysis they have done, and we will judge based upon what technicality and capabilities do they have, and whether whatever they are demonstrating on the vehicle they have used as it is from the OEM, or they have actually fabricated and designed it. Along with this, we have an expert from industry who will do the design evaluation. So once the design evaluation is done, in the meantime they also start giving the inputs whether they should use this or not, or how they can improvise for the upcoming events or the existing event as well. We just don't want them to concentrate only on the fabrication and the manufacturability part, but they should also understand the basics of automotive engineering. So this we are doing it with the help of design experts from across the industries. Next part, apart from the design evaluation, is the cost estimation, where they demonstrate on what basis they have done the cost estimation. All the costings of the part are taken into consideration, and the overall costing of the vehicle is projected. So we have a separate category and the award for the costing as well. So again, we have our industry experts which will do the cost evaluation. They'll ask specific questions related to costing, how they are able to reduce the cost of man, material, machine, and all those parameters. Then we have a business plan. In business plan, they need to demonstrate if they want to build the vehicle and set up a company in the upcoming years, then how they can do that, how much space they will be needing, how much money, capital, and how much resources, what kind of resources they would be needing if they want to set up a company like this, where they would be selling such kind of vehicles in the market. Again, along with all this technical things, we also concentrate on which team has done a very good job in terms of aesthetically development of their vehicles, because aesthetic is something which we also give prime importance from the customer perspective. Even though your vehicle would be good enough in terms of technical requirements and fulfilling all your basic requirements, but final intended product is customer just have a look at it and then buy it. They don't care about what functional requirement they are getting. So aesthetics, based on aesthetics, we also have a separate award for that, and we award the teams based on aesthetics of their vehicle. Now let me take you through the dynamic event structure. In dynamic events, it starts with the brake test first, because they need to clear the brake test, then they can go ahead with the all the dynamic events. First dynamic event is the acceleration, which is again in line with the brake test. We have a commonization of brake test along with the acceleration. So vehicle has to speed up, go to the speed of say 50 kilometers per hour, and then they need to urgently brake the vehicle. So we see that all the four wheels are locking. Along with that, in whatever time span they have finished that 100 meters, so we take the speed based upon those things. So acceleration is also considered along with the brake test. After acceleration, the teams can move for the traction or suspension track. In traction, there is a roller provided at the back of the vehicle, so they need to pull the roller for a certain distances, and all the team has to qualify this dynamic events, and the team who does this in the shortest possible time, we allot we have a separate category of awards for in the dynamic stages as well. Like acceleration has a specific category of award, then hill climb has a specific category of award, then suspension track would be having a special category of award, then we have a maneuverity, in which they need to take their vehicle as fast as possible from all the by doing all the maneuvers and all those things. So this dynamic event takes care of how good tuning a driver and a machine has. So now, because initially the design phase they are done with the technical know-how and machine development, but now how the machine performs is something which we evaluate in the dynamic stage. Okay, so the hill climb is something which they need to complete: hill climb, suspension, acceleration, maneuverity, and traction. This all comes under the dynamic, and they need to finish it off one by one within a day. Finally, the most important day and the most important event for all the teams and for all of us is the endurance run. In endurance, it's an endurance testing of the man versus machine. So even the man has to survive for a couple of hours, and the machine has to survive. Whoever completes the endurance in the shortest possible time, or whoever completes the endurance in a time based but higher number of laps, and the fuel is calculated based upon the lowest fuel consumption per vehicle per endurance run. I was really excited this year to have a look at the teams and to evaluate them in terms of design, in terms of their performance, and in terms of endurance limits. So we had a couple of good team members who are from industry, who evaluated the teams in terms of design, and they were also they also give their feedback that okay, the teams were at par with their expectations. They know basics of automotive engineering, and wherever the teams were lacking, this people have given them a feedback which will help them in future for the upcoming event. As far as the dynamics of the team is concerned, the vehicles were quite sturdy, they were quite safer, and also I was not expecting that amongst the team which participated in the final dynamic and the endurance run, so high amount of teams would stay back. We thought because the terrain is so tough, because the track layout is so difficult, we were not expecting the teams will complete the endurance run itself. But I'm excited and happy to tell you that most of the teams have completed the endurance run, and this is at par with what we were thinking. And we are planning that next year we will increase the difficulty level, which will be again a challenging task for the teams to compete. And second thing is we want more and more industry expert to join this kind of noble cause, because we are giving kind of knowledge transfer to the students, and we are trying to bridge a gap between the industry and the institutes, which that's the main reason we had Kumar Guru College of Technology as our main host, so that the first time the institute comes into the picture and does their role, like there is a direct communication between the institute and the OEMs or maybe the industry experts. Second most important thing is we are going to organize many technical workshops where students will get an opportunity to directly have an interaction with the industry expert. Usually, because of the time constraints of the industry people, they do not have a sufficient time to get to the teams and offline give them inputs on all the queries which they are asking. So this will be the platform where they'll get an opportunity, the students will get an opportunity to directly interact with the industry experts and get their points clarified. And also basics of automotive technology and designing of the vehicle will be providing them through this kind of workshops. We are trying to push the innovation through this kind of events. I would really appreciate if the students come up with some sort of innovative ideas, and if they implement it, or even if they don't implement it, if they have some sort of technical things which they can patent it, then we'll try to encourage them, so that this will help them in their future, and maybe this will also finally help the automotive industry to further grow, because most of the patentable things or innovative ideas are very simple, but that does not clicks to the normally people who are working in the auto industry. So this comes up as a raw concept, and we will try to help them to convert it into finished product or make it more optimized part of it. Second part is growing ahead. We would like to focus more in terms of safety aspects. We are making it more stringent in terms of driver requirements, in terms of technical requirements, so that there are no chances left for teams or the driver to get injured in any of the worst case scenarios. So safety is something which we are going to primarily focus upon in the upcoming years. Moving ahead, we'll see to it that we provide more support from the industry. Industry support is expanded, and the quality of the event goes up in terms of design review, in terms of management and all the aspects. So I wish all of you all the best, and plus a lot of congratulations from my side and from the QBDC team to all the winners of QBDC 2016. Best wishes for your future, and hope you enjoyed the event. There is a lot more to come for the upcoming events that would be more stringent, knowledge oriented and value for money. That's for sure.